53 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. CD, what do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it?
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Bobby Wagner of Seattle. He'll get credited for the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays. Just not right. There, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll be inside the 35-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. DeMarcus Lawrence of the Cowboys there on the tackle. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. That game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham. Nickname, Automatic.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. Leads to 4th down. Wait, 20! And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside. And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
What?
I know his coach is
just
hang on to the ball, man.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them up. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and this results in 6. Touchdown.
Good boy. That's one big-ass boy.
All day, dog. Check, tight right. Solo out there, check down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Caught right side, it's Snead. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10.
Trying to get a fourth, but watch out, get a fourth.
From the gun, it's Brady. Seven yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on second down. Brady. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45.
Just so y'all know, this is not Cam Chancellor. This dude's name is Isaiah Chancellor.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8.
What's he running to?
He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Now
this throw caught left side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes again.
Caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Back out is the AFC offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for New England, and even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now White lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady, pass caught left side by Humphries. The AFC thus far on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He uncorks it for Snead. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown. That's a story.
My X Factor activated.
Throwing after the interception. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Shotgun now for Brady. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Brady going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Out comes the New England offense this time. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now. So, Charles, a victory.
Listen to this stream, like and subscribe, and